These are notifications from my SEO tool notifying me on how my blog articles are jumping to the top of Google page 1. Within the next 10 minutes or thereabout, I will demonstrate live how I get on the first page of Google results using very simple yet flaming hot on-page SEO guide using the combination of the free Ubersuggest and Yoast SEO tools. When you apply this strategy, get ready to also see how your blog pages will be jumping to the top of Google search results. To make this tutorial even more handy, I have included a timestamp in the video description just if you want to navigate to any subtopic within this video. Feel free to use it if need be. Ready? Then let's get right to it. If you have been following my tutorials in the past, you will notice that I use Ubersuggest Keyword Research tool because I just think it's the easiest and the cheapest, if not free, keyword research tool for any blogger or any website owner. Okay, so one of the first questions that bloggers and website owners ask is, how long does it take to rank in Google? The truth of the matter is you don't have a specific time that you can target because it depends on a lot of factors like the competitiveness of your niche basically, and how good your articles are well written. So we're not going to be talking too much about that. So in this particular one, I'm just going to be telling you how I structure my blog post just to get my desired results. So I am writing an article for a football niche, and if you are very familiar with the sport or the football niche, you will notice that this is one of the most competitive niches that you can ever be in. One of the first challenge that I had was that it was very difficult for me to be able to assess keywords that have a high volume that are backed up by low competition. Obviously there are a lot of keywords. For example, let me show you this. If I come here and I search by website and I just go for goal.com, Goal is one of the most popular football blog with a lot of visitors every month. So naturally, if I am into football writing, goal.com is going to be one of my biggest competitors that I want to research on their keywords and see if I can get specific keywords that bring traffic to this website, and then I see if I can get my own keywords from them. So what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to just search using the United States and search for this. Okay, so if I scroll down, you're going to see that these are my keywords, and you can see the volume we have in here. I mean, huge volumes. You can see 7.5 million, 4.4 million, 5 million, 2 million. Okay, but the problem we have here is that you can see the search difficulty is actually very high. All right, so I will not just want to start picking all of these keywords. What I want to do is that I will come to this SEO difficulty, and I'm going to just filter for the easy ones to just show you what I'm trying to say. So you can see here that I've chosen between 0 and 35, which are the easiest keywords to target. So when I did my research, I'm not going to be showing you all the processes here. I was able to get some of these main keywords. I want to write about football academy in Europe. Now, if this is my main topic, you can see here that my keyword here is just 140 persons searching for this keyword every month, and is the most recent keyword result. And then the search difficulty is actually low, is 23, so this is easier to rank for. But then I don't just want to end at targeting 140. So what I'm going to do is that I have tried to stack in 1, 2, 3, 4 keywords in the same article. So I'm targeting 4 keywords now, not just one. This is my main keyword, and then I make sure that I also make sure that all of these other 3 keywords are all in the same article. So at the end of the day, I'm going to be adding 140 plus 170 plus 70 plus 40. So instead of targeting just 140, I'll be targeting, if you add up all of this together, this is almost 1,000 targeted volume, which makes it much better than when I'm just doing for just a single keyword, which is 140. So that is the whole idea. You can see that all of the 4 keywords have low search difficulty. This is 23, this is 29, this is 25, and this is 28. Okay, and of course, as much as possible, you want to add more keywords if you can to the same article. Now, if you're not in sport or football or a difficult niche, this might not be much of a problem for you. I mean, sometimes you could run your keyword research and you could see a keyword as much as 20,000, volume, which is very low. Okay, so you might not always have this issue if you're not in a very competitive niche. So this is what I'm going to be doing in this article. I'm going to be targeting these 4 keywords. Okay, so now I've written my articles already, and this is it here. All right, so this is my article. So you can see here that this is my article. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take this article down to my WordPress website, and then I'm going to optimize them so that you can see exactly what I am doing. Okay, so I'm going to just copy all of this, and then I'm going to come down to my blog here. So the first thing I want to do is to add my title. Okay, now I'm going to come back here. This is the title of this article. I've chosen a very good title, so I'm just going to copy this title, and I'm going to return here, and I'm going to paste in my title here. So I'm saying the ultimate guide to choosing the perfect football academy in Europe. Now my primary keyword, or the keyword that I'm trying to target for, is actually football academy in Europe. Okay, so you can see I am not just using football academy in Europe as my title. You want to make sure that your title is an enticing title that will bring people in. Okay, so that's what I've done here. So I've also added some power words and some other things to just make this title, you know, sexier than, you know, just using only my keyword. So once I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to develop my article. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do right now is that I'll just copy the whole of the article, and then I'm just going to paste it in here. All right, so okay, so this is the whole of my article. And then the next thing I want to do right now is that I already have my Yoast SEO plugin in this particular website. If you don't know what the Yoast SEO plugin is, you can watch the video currently displayed on your screen where I explain exactly what you do with the Yoast SEO plugin. Now this plugin helps us to optimize our blog post so that we can know how we're doing. Okay, if your SEO optimization is bad, this plugin is going to tell you, as you can see here, that my SEO analysis is showing red, telling me that I have a very poorly optimized blog post in my hands. So what I want to do right now, of course, is to make sure that I work on my SEO score to make sure that this result is better than what it is right now. As you can see here, everything here is red. So to do that, the first thing I'm going to do is that I'll come back to my blog article. Now you can see this is my introduction here. Okay, so I'll just come down here. Now this is my, now one of the first issue that this article is having is that they are not well divided into their subtopics. Okay, so I want to make sure that all my subtitles in this article are in H2. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to come here, I'm going to cut this. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'll choose heading, and I'm going to make sure that it's in H2. So I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to do exactly the same for all my other subtopics. So let me go ahead and do that now. Okay, so the first thing I've done here is to make sure that I categorize all my topics on my articles into the right H1, H2, and H3 headings. Okay, you want to make sure that it's only your main topic that is in H1, and then all your other subtopics are in H2, and then if you have subtopic under the subtopic also, you can make it H3. Okay, so make sure that you do that right anytime you're categorizing the headers of your blog articles. So that is what we have done here. So now that I've done that, the next thing I want to do now is to go to my Yoast SEO plugin and start optimizing for my SEO keyword. Now there are two things you can or you should be optimizing for on your Yoast SEO plugin, and those are your readability score and your SEO score. Now, like I already said in my previous video, I already explained everything you need to do to optimize your blog post using the Yoast SEO plugin, so I may not be going too much deeply into them, but I'm just going to be telling you exactly what I did for this particular blog article. So the first thing I want to do is that I want to come to my Yoast SEO plugin here, and here I want to add my focus key phrase. So like I told you before, I already said that this is my focus key phrase for this article. So I'm just going to copy it out and then I'm going to paste it in here. Okay, so once I do that, I'll start optimizing for it. So the first thing you're going to notice is that immediately I put in this focus key phrase here, this is my SEO analysis changed from being red, you know, to becoming yellow. That means the SEO analysis is a little bit better, but it can even be better than this. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to just scroll down, okay, and see where the problems are. Now, every red that you're seeing here are issues that has to be fixed, while all the green that you're seeing here are issues that have been fixed. So let me talk about the issues that have been fixed already. So you can see here it says that key phrase in introduction is well done. So what it's saying here is that if I come back here now, because Football Academy in Europe is my main keyword, you can see my introduction here as a young passionate footballer dreaming of becoming the next Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi, embarking on this journey require blah blah blah. So I want to be sure that this particular keyword, Football Academy in Europe, is in the very introduction of my article, which is what I have done here. So here is telling me that, okay, I have done that and it can see that. Now the next thing that I've done right here is that it's saying key phrase density. Now the question here is, in the whole of this article, how many times do I have this primary keyword repeating itself in the whole of this article? So as you can see, it's saying 12 times and it's saying this key phrase is found 12 times. This is great. Now your own may not be up to 12. Your home may be more than 12. Now, sometimes what Yoast SEO we call great will depend on a couple of factors and how long or how short your articles are. Okay, so for me, I have it 12 times, which is great. If I click on the eye icon here, you will see all of them displayed within my articles. Okay, so I've done that also. So that is the next thing you want to be sure that you're doing right. Anytime you're writing your article, make sure that you naturally include your primary focused keyword. Remember, this is my primary focused keyword. You want to be sure that your primary focused keyword is well represented in the whole of your article. So that is the second optimization that I have done right. And then here is saying the key phrase length is good. Okay, so you do want to be sure that your key phrase length is not too long. Okay, you can see a Football Academy in Europe. So that is the third thing that I've done right here. And then the next one, previously used key phrase. You've not used this key phrase before. Very good. So what it's saying here is that you don't want to be writing a lot of articles that have the same keyword phrases. If you do so, Google algorithm is going to be finding it confusing. So it will not know which of your articles to rank for. So make sure that you are always using fresh keywords for new articles. So that's the fourth thing that I've done right. And here is saying text length. The text contains 2074 words, which is good. Okay, so those are the things that I have done right. So let's go to the things that I have not done right. So the first thing I want to come here is saying outbound link. No outbound links appear in this page. So what it's telling me here is that when I write an article like this, I want to be sure that I am linking this article to other authority websites that are not my own. So we call them external links or outbound links. So what I'm going to do here is that just for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to show you what you could do. So for example, if I got this particular point maybe from another website, so I could just refer people to that website. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click on my hyperlink here and I'm just going to add a website. So let me use go.com. All right, so you can see here that I've added an external link here. So as I'm doing that, let me see if it has changed. Okay, so you can see now that it's telling me that yes, I have added at least one external link. So you can see here it's saying good job. So I've already settled that. So that's one optimization that I've done right. So the next thing here is saying there is no image in this page at all, which is not good enough. So what I'm going to do here is that just for this demonstration, I'm going to add an image to this. Of course, your article has to have images and have infographics and things that will make it appealing for people to want to read, right? All right, so to do that, all I need to do is that I'll just come over here and I'm just going to come here and I'm going to add an image. All right, so here is my image. What you just want to be sure about is that you want to make sure that the title of your image carry at least the primary keyword or any of the keywords that you're targeting for in your article. So here I'm using Football Academy in Europe as my primary keyword. So if I come back here, I'm going to be sure that what I have here is Football Academy in Europe as my title, and I can also add the same, keyword, in my alt tag. Okay, so I want to be sure that I do this too. Okay, so once this is done, and again, another thing you want to be sure is that even at this 115 KB, I still think this is a large image. You want to be sure that your image is quality, but at the same time you want to be sure that your image is very light so that it doesn't affect the loading of your of your web pages. So once that is done, I'm just going to select. All right, so I've done that. So let's see what happens here. If I go back to my SEO score, we see here that images has been added, so that has been fixed. All right, so the next thing to fix is internal link. Okay, so what do we mean here? For you to fix your internal link, you want to be sure that some of the old blog articles that you have on your website are linked to this new article. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is that I'm going to go to one of the previous articles I have. So I'll just come here. All right, so this is one of the articles, so I'm just going to be linking this particular article to the old to the new article that I'm writing. So I'm just going to come here, and then I'm just going to copy the link address. I'll come back here, and I could just come in here and just link it anywhere. Okay, I don't want this to be too long, so I'm just going to bring it in here, and then I'm just going to come to this hyperlink. I'm going to add it up, and then I'm going to link. So let's see what happens to interlink. So you can see that internal links has also been done, so that is done. So you can see now that our issues are getting resolved little by little. We are almost done. So the next thing here is the meta description length. Now you can see it's saying that I don't have any meta description for this particular blog article. So what is a meta description? Now a meta description is what people are going to see on Google or your search engine when they want to search for your article. So I'm going to fix that right now. So what I want to do right here is that I'll just scroll down to the bottom of this article. I'm going to come here, and I'm just going to come here, and then here you can see here this is my focused keyword. Now this is exactly what my meta description look like. So as you can see here, I haven't done anything here yet, so I'll just come in here to my meta description, and then I'm going to write a meta description for this article. Here your meta description is more or less like the summary of your article, and what it does is that in a very few seconds you want to convince anyone that sees this article on your search engine to click on it and come read. That is the aim of what you want to achieve here. So for you to do that, you just come here and put it here. So you can see here it's complaining here that I have too many words here, so I'll just go ahead and edit. Okay, so this is okay. So you can see here that the number is good here, so I'm going to come back here, and then let's see if this has been fixed. So if I scroll down to look for my meta description, you can see here that the meta description has been fixed. So we just have about 3 things to work on here. I don't know why this is. I thought we'd done this already. Let me check it up again. Okay, I don't know what happened. I'm going to do that again. All right, so here we have just 2 things more to work on. So we need to have our key phrase in subheading. It's saying that more than 75% of your H2 and H3 already reflect the topic. So it's saying it's too much. So I'm just going to come back here, and then here it's saying that I'm putting in too many Football Academy in Europe in my subheading. If I like, I can actually leave it. If I like, I can remove it, but let me just leave it. Let me remove it for the sake of this tutorial of a Football Academy. Okay, let me see if I can do something to another one. Factors when choosing an academy. Okay, so I can just leave the rest as it is. It's not really a big deal. I don't have to change everything. Okay, but sincerely, I can just decide to leave these 3 the way they are. I don't really have to do everything that this particular keyword tool is suggesting. What is important to me is that I want to make sure that at the end of my analysis, the red phase that we had here at the beginning of our optimization has turned to green. Okay, so at this point, yes, it shows that you have done a great job, so you can go ahead and publish your post. But then there is another thing that we need to work on, which is the readability of our article. Okay, so you can see here that the readability here is not very good. It's showing some yellow, so that means it's telling us that there are things we could do to make it better. So you can see the things that we have done well here. So it's saying here, let's see what the problem is. Saying 33.9% of the sentences contain more than 20 words, which is more than the recommended maximum of 25. So what it's saying here is that I have some paragraphs here that are more than 20 words, and if I click on the eye icon here, it's going to show me this paragraph. So all I will just have to do here is to shorten this paragraph so that my readability score can at least improve. So I'll just go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so as you can see, I have done that right now, and you can see now that my readability score has also changed to green. So this is all I want to achieve in this article. I want to make sure that my readability score is green, and then my SEO score is also green. So if I scroll down to readability score, you will see some of the things I've done well. The passive voice is good. I'm using enough active voice. The consecutive sentences is good. The paragraph length is good, and transition words are also very good. Okay, so you want to make sure that after you have written or crafted your article, you come to your Yoast SEO plugin and make sure that both your SEO score and your readability score is all green, as you can see here. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and publish your article, and then you can be so sure that you have a well optimized article that is ready to rank if you have put every other factor that I have discussed into consideration. Now, before I end this tutorial, I want to really advise that you check up on my Ubersuggest Keyword research course. I actually did a lot of explanation of many of these things in that course. You're going to love it. Please, you can also buy it just to encourage this channel, and I can assure you that you're going to get value for your money. So thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and for more tutorials like this, make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you get to know when I release more articles like this. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.